still small voice cries out to my soul.
It's MK. Alright, so I'm fixing to get on to teach a class in a few minutes, but I think I can do this for you pretty quickly. So here's what I sent you, but you said you wanted more loops in the area. So let's just start from scratch. Let's just close this file. Nope, I won't save that one, and I'll clear the area. Okay, let me show you how I started. Here's just a pattern that I have. I'm not sure if it's exactly the same one that you had. The first thing I always do when I start is I want to create for myself a master in the size that I want, and then I'm going to skew it later at the quilt. Okay, so you said you wanted this 1.5 inches tall, I believe it was. So I'm just going to resize it. Okay, then you said you wanted it about 10 inches. The sash was 10 inches, but you wanted 20 of those loops to fit inside. So I'm just going to create an area, and I'll make it 10, and I'll make it 1.5 inches tall. Okay, then I'm going to let Pro Stitcher do the work. I'm going to do repeat and fit to area, and I'm going to put it on point to point and refresh so that I can see. Now I'm just going to start repeating manually down here, and I'm going to depress my stretch to width button, and that's going to fit what I'm repeating inside of that area. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. How about we put a couple more, or maybe even 3 more into that space? All right, that looks pretty good to me. Now, the only thing I don't like, obviously, is the start and stop points in here. We're going to take care of that in a minute. And I also don't like how we have a little bit of unquilted space here and a little bit of unquilted space on the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to baseline, and then I'm going to change my start and stop point by doing quilt, new start. I'm going to take that start point, and I'm going to advance it down until it's kind of on the bottom there. That looks good to me, and then I'll do a crop, start and end. And then I'm going to baseline. And I'm going to do that with the other end too, with the stop point. So I'll go into quilt, new start and end, and I'm going to move that end point until it's more towards the top there. Whoops, went a little too far. All right, and then I'm going to do the design, crop, start and end. Now that looks better to me as far as where the pattern's going to start and stop. I'm going to go back to my align function. Once again, I'm going to depress my stretch. And now I see that I have a pattern that's 1.5 by 10, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I went a little bit further than you wanted. But if that looks good to me, what I would do is baseline. I'm going to save it. And maybe I would call it my master sash. And this is the one that I'm going to use when I get over at my quilt. Okay, so I'm working in simulation. When I get to my quilt, I'm just going to pull up this pattern. Let me just clear the area. So I'm going to pull up this pattern, and whether I'm stitching it horizontally or whether I'm stitching it vertically, now I can use full skew functionality actually at my quilt. I can just do that multi-point marking. I can skew that right in, and it will match every single sash perfectly, even though I only have one master sash that I'm using the whole time. All right, I hope that helps. I got to jump online. I got a student here in a few minutes. If you're interested in taking any of my online classes, give me a shout. All right, happy quilting. Bye-bye.